Wait for me, Regis.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide their herd with conditions that, on one hand, guarantee their survival, but on the other, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die within minutes. There's no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they're ensured a minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in the following chapters.
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe. What's this like? Now I'm in
This
Cumber.
place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings had breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlaff's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systemic, controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, mainly battery cage and free-range husbandry. These theses describe in detail the advantages and disadvantages, as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space, with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, creating villages, more on which can be found in this chapter, human villages establishing and growing a herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing the safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification in the blood's flavor.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from my history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlaff's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What we're doing now?
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Wow. This is cool.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Transcript of a conversation between Master Exahil Hildegard and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscon. Why is all your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No, I've mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I've carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No. Pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh, yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean, examine? I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. Conversation was carried out in human language, and such it was written down. Transcription does not need translating.
Man, we got some dead bodies in here. What the heck is going on? We got some Laurens and Florens. And we're over encumbered.
I
And
know.
then some weird scratchy scratches all over the place.
Oop. 3, 4, 5.
armor is that?
Titian Mutna armor.
Is that vampire armor?
I guess, yeah.
Relic 5 of 6.
I don't have the sword equipped.
Oh.
Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% of maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. Currently, that amount is 5. I just want to try it out.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Here's in my way.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
I told you, Kagmar thrashed about inside it for over 2 centuries. Appearances can be deceiving.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Something.
Please. You won't be able to. You must forge through.
Smell blood.
Griffin armor on. That's why. Oh, these guys.
I shall overcome.
Good. As I can hear more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out.
Did I just die?
What?
Ah!
Ah! Are you kidding me?
I heard the boom and I thought, wait, it went black.
I thought it was going to a cutscene.
I know, I thought so too. Okay, I'm switching back to my Griffin.
You need them signs, baby.
Yeah. I just wanted to test out the armor. I knew it was weaker than what I had, but I just wanted to see the look. Switching out.
Nice man.
There we go. Let's try this again.
Set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Here we go.
We need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, you won't be able to. You must forge through this, that is all.
We just smell the blood. Hang in there.
It grows.
Because I can hear more coming.
Like that.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Tight, yeah. There we go.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Detlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No. Because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Detlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
So, let's go, guys.
I also need to stop at my vineyard and drop off some stuff.
Yeah. New vampire armor. Go shine some shoes. Well, for your fact that your vampire friend was under the way, you should take him too. What a legend, living in a cemetery like a real vampire.
Just fast travel. There we are. Corvo Bianco.
Corvo Blanco?
Bianco.
Bianco?
Yep.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Because if it was Corvo Blanco, it would mean like white crow. This is looking a little more topsy-turvy. We got peasants working
You
now.
smell that? Those
Roach has
are
an
the
actual
papers
stable.
of Tucson.
Really stable. My roach is the best.
I've lots to do before it
Not
gets
cellar?
dark.
What's in the cellar?
Just storage right now. And also the alchemy station.
Hey, Major Domo. And my stash. Also, ooh, yeah, just set it up right there.
There.
Sir, we received a shipment of wine. From the Belgard vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Matilda and Monsieur Leon. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
With the utmost respect, sir, the vineyard has arrived at the pinnacle of perfection. Any further changes could prove a regrettable step down the slope towards the brash. I firmly advise against it.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Let's put a pin in this for now. Remembered I have some urgent business to tend to.
Not the slightest problem, sir. I am here to serve whenever you desire.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
Place is coming along nice.
Yeah. Any other fun swords to throw out there?
Iris.
Oh yeah. This is from the
Yep.
stone?
Old geared.
Yeah. Check that out. You know, a fully charged attack from Iris one-shots the final boss of your base.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dang.
It deals that much damage.
I am basically broke.
Yep. Know what that means. Do you have... So this vineyard, does it sell wine or no? Is it just...
I don't know. I think it's just a home base.
Okay, so it isn't like a money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your garden isn't even refurbished yet.
No,
You
just
get those nice herbs.
its way today.
You have a bed.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to just meditate outside your house.
I forget about that.
Major Domo is probably so confused.
Renovations coming along all right?
You ought to be the final judge of that, sir. Yet, in my humble opinion, they are progressing splendidly. The laborers have completed all the general renovations. Also, the furnishings you had me order have arrived.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
1,000 gold for a bed.
Bonus to vitality, though.
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
Let's put a pin in this for now. Remembered I have some urgent business to tend to.
Not the slightest problem, sir. I am here to serve whenever you desire.
I need to get more money.
You know how to do that? Go back to Velen and look at all those question marks.
Wine is better than stew. For stew, you have to chew.
Have you fully upgraded all the way
You
to here?
spread some
No.
nastiness to me.
Just... It was just here. No, I got
But
this.
you need that one extra hour to kick off. Hi, Mark.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah,
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, You can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Sweet.
Gotta cook.
I gotta cook.
Did you renovate the kitchen yet?
I have a guest house and a bed.
What do you get for all that work?
But I can't afford a bed.
And you probably can't afford a guest house.
Yeah. 1,000 coins for a bed.
We got some peasants now.
Yeah, they work and tend the fields.
My Camilla
So we
ate
make
something
wine?
fierce.
I guess? I don't know. We just have a vineyard.
Wet Wolf is taken. You'll need another name. Well, follow.
Where's my fast travel point?
I think you passed it.
I think I did.
Yeah,
It
right
was
next
the
to
other
house.
way. The complete opposite direction. Thought I was at the gate, but no, I was... No.
There's a difference.
Scrub often. You soon need the coffin.
Yeah, this gate. The fancy one. We're at a cottage.
No. It's an estate.
So if you are someone who's been ignied, it puts out the fire.
Yes.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, see all the spoons?
That's a lot of spoons.
Yeah,
What the heck is going on with these spoons?
she collected spoons.
Is this Smeagol?
No, Smeagol was one of the spoons that she took.
Who collected spoons?
She did. She was a white.
Oh, the white.
Yeah, she was cursed.
Oh, Marlene?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, the curse was like, no person will sit at your table, no spoon will you eat from, no mirror will you see your reflection in, or something. So she basically collected spoons, trying to find one that could satiate her, and she tried to force people to eat with her at her table.
Too bad.
Yeah, Geralt was able to break it though.
Of course it was true.
Yeah, he figured out what to do.
And one of these is Smeagol's golden spoon.
I think his was actually a spoon that was disguised as that was actually a key. We brought it to the pheasantry and they said, oh yeah, the previous owner had this chest downstairs. We could never find the key to it. So we looked, and inside was a journal that detailed how he tried to find an ancient, like, cookbook filled with old recipes or something. So that's when he said, my spoon. Well, it's probably in here.
It's a pile of spoons.
Yeah,
It's a lot of spoons, Marlene.
it's a lot of spoons.
I want to look around some.
Examine them.
Nothing interesting here. This one's full too.
One of these has a single spoon.
This one's full too. Full.
Why don't you just sell all those spoons? We're pretty hit.
Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
So then how do I open this door? Where does it go? I want to know.
Like a tunnel under.
I know, that's the thing. I don't know where it goes, though, so I have no idea.
Where are you? What's this location?
Trastamara.
Trastamara locked door.
Oh.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just a shortcut out
Oh.
of the basement.
Tuh. Okay.
Shortcut out of the basement and a little bit of junk loot that you can dismantle or sell.
Oh. Pfft. All right then. Smeagol Circus.
They did these creepy things, you know. First it was a trail of sweets. Then it was the ears.
Yep.
Then it was the spoons. It's nice. Sets the stage real well.
Let's go drop this off.
The stick of joy.
Yeah.
Where'd your books go?
I don't know.
Did you sell them all?
No. That's why I'm confused.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then,
Wine is better than stew. For stew you have
Okay,
to chew.
how about we go find the boot black?
Gonna get your shoes shine?
Maybe.
Both airports, the closest one looks like.
Yep. Nah, I'll go there later. I was gonna go to the bank and transfer my money, but
Oh yeah.
we can do that later.
What's the currency here?
I forget.